Which Mary-Kate and Ashley film takes up the most real estate in your brain? For me, it's Our Lips Are Sealed, hands down. It was one of 10 DVDs that I owned at the age of 7, and it was constantly replayed on my bedroom TV set. The majority of the film is set in Australia, and to this day, its depiction of people, place, and slang,
"What's with the power danggy nuts?"
is still how I understand Australia today.
No matter how inaccurate that may be.
Let's look back at this exaggerated tale. Is it a story about becoming your most unique self, or Australian slander and pro-US government propaganda? Make sure to watch until the very end if you want to take a look back at the promotional website and book that came out alongside this movie with me. The opening of this movie awakened my kid brain. Of course, this film is being marketed to children and preteens, so this is the context we get about the federal U.S. Witness Protection Program.
In every society, there are those evildoers. For those good citizens who risk life and limb by testifying in a court of law against these criminals, we say, fear not, brave souls. We provide you and your family with new identities, a new home, new friends, a new life.
Back then, I was like, absolutely. The government likes and protects us. I've sat in the front of a fireman's truck before, so I think I know who the good guys are. We meet the Parker sisters. Their lace camis are everything.
Clothes are so hip. Maybe more They're the most popular girls in school. Oh, they're like the most popular girls ever.
While making this video, I actually realized they go the first 12 minutes of the film without full names. And I'll talk about that a little bit more when we get to the companion novel. Also, it's implied that they experience the same dream.
I hereby declare today to be Parker's Sisters' Day!
Great dream, wasn't it?
Immediately, I was curious, would this film try to lump the Olsen girls in as one, as per usual, or would a core part of the story be defining their unique passions or styles, perception of the world, something to separate them from one another? We cut to the parents preparing for the day.
Just the way I like it. Without men like me on duty, the very fabric of society would unravel. Another day.
To be honest, it's all in a pretty rushed manner, and I started to think this was to juxtapose what's to come. Then we cut away to the infamous hairdryer scene. I'm sure this has never happened before.
We're freshmen. We want to be popular. It's a problem.
Ah, yes, the human pyramid. I know that if you saw this, you tried it with some friends and likely fell over painfully. The first tumultuous day of school.
By tomorrow, no one will even remember.
Hey, there they are. It's the girls who ruined the pyramid. Come on, let's get them.
Is followed by the twins unknowingly participating in a heist for the Neil Diamond. Yeah, that joke didn't land for me as a kid, but not sure who it's there for, honestly. Anybody else wondering how much of the CGI budget this ketchup shot ate up? Seriously though, I like this scene a lot. A balloon pops at just the right time. This line is uttered.
I'm having a bad condiment day. Let me try.
We even get some synchronized twin speech at the end.
She just sneezed, and one thing led to another, and...
So 10-10, it's all there. By the way, the thief does slide the diamond into one of their bags. Heading to court, I was jump scared by this zigzag hair part. And don't worry, there's another freeze frame and fourth wall break.
This court finds you guilty as charged.
Now this would have been a very happy ending and a very short movie if that crook over there hadn't been the nephew of this crook over here. Emil had chewed.
Also, okay, Severance. Of course, to transition to the next scene, we can't just cut away. What in the Five Nights at Freddy's is this?
Mr. and Mrs. Parker. You'll be moved to a new city, receive new identities. No one will know your whereabouts. I'm afraid you'll have to give up your job as mailman.
We watch the twins and their family bop around and blab their secret an innumerable amount of times.
We witnessed a crime, and now we're in hiding. We just sent some jewel thieves to the slammer.
Attention, everyone! We're part of the Witness Protection Program.
I loved this scene as a kid, but now I just empathize with the employees. They've got one opportunity not to screw up. Looking back, this setup appealed to me so much. Not only are they in Australia, incredible, but they also live in an inn with a pet kangaroo. I guess I just imagined they'd have world travelers coming through, and pet kangaroo, self-explanatory. Through this introduction, we finally get the twins' names.
Meet Stanley and Shirley Turtleby, and their daughters, Abby and Maddie.
Ashley Olsen plays Abby, and Mary-Kate is Maddie. I constantly had to refer to my notes to remember that, but the key difference is that Abby has shoulder-length hair, and Maddie has a true bob at her chin.
The name's Sheila.
Oh, I'm, Abby.
Right. And I'm Maddie.
Right.
When they styled their hair up, I honestly couldn't tell who was who. Characters in the film struggle with it too, but they give up distinguishing them from one another.
Molly? Maddie.
Whatever.
You can do it, Agnes. It's Abby.
Which is supposed to be funny in the way it's written, but I thought it was sad, honestly. Heading to school, the social dynamics are pretty basic. The popular kids don't mix with the surfer crew, and that just makes them a couple of forbidden cuties. I like that after all of that moving trauma, the dad is still obsessed with mail.
It's like this. With the wrist. See?
And we're hit with the saddest reality check. Their mom is struggling. She's been torn away from lifelong friendships and hasn't been able to make deeper connections for who knows how long. They did not hold back with the depiction of chain smoking here. I'm reminded that 2000s media didn't really shy away, and we got a deeper character because of it in, out of all places, a Mary-Kate and Ashley film. I see you, Terry.
I'm out here, honey.
On a lighter note, her husband hates email as it's a competitive threat to physical mail.
Maybe just a little email.
Oh, please. I told you never to use the E word.
Man, what a world does he have to look forward to? Let's talk about this Sheila bit.
I want you to meet my gal pals. This is Sheila. And this is Sheila. And this is Erica. But my friends call me Sheila.
In a movie where we have identical twins, there's nothing special about four more girls dressing up and acting similar to one another. I kept waiting for any part of this bit to be funny or to present a lesson on the value of being your most unique self, but that never happened. At the beach, Maddie slings a boomerang like a pro, catching the attention of the popular crowd. This sets us up for an iconic sequence of the twins striving to fit in.
So I put on me jumper and hoed into some tucker. But me brekkie had chicken snacks.
Since when does she know how to surf?
Since this scene, apparently.
But whose idea was this shot? Like, squeeze everyone as close as possible to the Vegemite. That's what we want to see. This fourth trick is absurd.
You girls are awesome Aussies.
Of course, I thought it was cool back in the day, but what? And I also looked it up. It was impressive at some points when cans were made of steel, but now since they're made of aluminum, it's a rather easy trick for most anybody to do. Or you can get a concussion if you don't drink the soda before. The Hachu family calls in backup.
These guys, 12th cousin Mac and great uncle by divorce, Sydney.
Well, at least it's family.
My mind was boggled by this car scene.
What the heck is that?
That's my global positioning system.
Yeah, well, it tells me here that we're 3 inches from lost.
That cost me $1,000.
Next, we're in for yet another one of my favorite scenes.
We knew we had really made it when Victoria invited us on her father's boat.
I 100% recall this fantasy mixed with preteen angst hitting so hard. I think it aged like fine wine. Yeah, there's a dress change, but just don't pay attention to that. It doesn't need to make sense. We're in Abby and Maddie's world now. We finally hear from the Forbidden Surfer Boys.
Just where do you surfy think you're going?
This is our beach. Someone talking to us, Pete? Nope, nobody that I can see.
Naturally, they're quippy, and while they're not twins like Abby and Maddie, they do have matching blonde hair, which goes well with them, so in that way, they're the perfect accessory. It's their crush on the boys that has them asking, do we want to even be popular? At what cost? Mac and Sydney arrive at the Salvation Shore Inn and even have dinner with the Turtleby family.
So what about you folks? Where you from?
Texas. We've moved a lot.
Abby and Maddie do sense that the tide is turning for the worse.
Hey, is that new? Yeah, found in my backpack.
And their paranoia peaks when they bump into this hanging stick figure or a poppet. tonally, we get a complete shift in the opposite direction when the surfer boys take the girls to Luna Park.
It's closed.
Not for us. Avery's dad owns the place.
It's easily the best montage of the entire movie with a punk cover of 99 Red Balloons. This iteration of the song was also used in Sonic 3, so I guess you could say it's timeless. The last shot has all 4 of them on the roller coaster ride with no man left behind to man the controls. I kept wondering how many times would they have to ride this thing until someone stopped to help them? I don't think you're ready for this. Are you ready for the best outfits of the entire movie? This 2-piece set and dress are certainly sealed in my mind as the best Mary-Kate and Ashley fits ever, definitely in this movie, but I love them so much. If I could have found something similar online, I would be wearing it right now. Would it be fair to say this yacht scene is
Crack out.
between the ridiculous music, constant zoom-ins, even on food, and sassy non-jokes?
Why did the crocodile cross the road? Like I care.
This could not have been what they set out to depict. It's truly chaotic nonsense and a little nauseating. And how illogical is this?
No fighting on Daddy's boat. A surfboard. On Sunday. Winner takes the beach. Loser moves down to DY.
Why would Victoria agree to a surf-off with the 2 boys that literally identify as the Surfies? We haven't seen a popular kid ride a single wave. Pete and Avery lure Abby and Maddie off the ship for a jet ski getaway. Of course, they follow this up with an insane date on the Sydney Harbor Bridge. This all works so well. The twins are having fun, the guys are too, I'm enjoying it, it's pure escapism. The condiment joke gets a callback, which might be the funniest joke of the entire film.
Mustard?
No condiments.
Gotcha!
Run!
What? Why?
Chase sequence, on!
Not this POV of the guys wearing GoPro cameras for 2 tiny takes. The effects team must have been so proud of this tree segment of the chase scene because it's extra long. Abby and Maddie take fate into their own hands. How, you may ask? Well, this is the 2000s, so a Rube Goldberg style prank followed by interrogation. I love being 25 years into the future beyond this film, making a video for the internet and hearing a character say, "The World Wide Web? That's just a passing fad."
I'm starting up an internet business.
Again with the internet?
Speaking of which, not the girls pitching the dark web to 2 hitmen.
Why not badguys.com? Like a temp service, but for goons. And you guys could have like bad guy stuff.
I think we're onto something here, I really do.
Good luck.
Finally, it's time for the surfing competition.
I bet my widgie.
What?
Oh, my widgie.
We pull Ouija.
Oh, and I definitely couldn't tell when Abby's stunt double stepped in. It's also cool that she managed to keep her hair dry. Even though the twins and the Surfies lose, it's no big deal.
Party at DY, who's coming?
Regarding the mobster storyline, in classic Aussie fashion, a boomerang saves the day.
Hey!
Hey, Frankenstein!
Look, he's getting away.
Before touching on the movie's conclusion, let's dig into a couple of internet extras that I found. Thanks to the blessed Wayback Machine, we have an archived version of this website. You can review Australian slang, quiz yourself on the Olympics. I really like the fashion and lips tips page.
Always apply moisturizer before lipstick, wear sunscreen every day on your lips, make your own gloss by mixing lipstick and Vaseline.
Can I be so honest? I wear sunscreen every day, but I never put it on my lips, so thanks Our Lips Are Sealed promo page for teaching me something 25 years later. You could also vote on your favorite outfits from the movie. The captions are great. We really like these tank tops. They were frilly, yet simple. We really liked the outfits for this scene. We wanted to be dressy, but in a casual way. And they acknowledge the dresses. These Austin Powers style outfits were a tribute to the swinging 60s party scene. Who can go wrong with a tank and a pair of shades? Yeah, so they're really leaning into the tanks during this era. And while I was disappointed that I couldn't send an e-card to a friend, this website is still a very good time. As for the book, I reviewed it for differences from the film. Most notably, Mary-Kate and Ashley are referred to by their real names. They never went by Mary-Kate and Ashley during the movie, only Parker sisters or Abby and Maddie. But that works in the form of a book because we have internal dialogue and a reader would know that we're referring to Mary-Kate and Ashley and that outsiders who do not know their real identity can refer to them as Abby and Maddie. So I felt like that was pretty seamless, and I agree with that decision. Thank you for asking, book publishers from many years ago. You didn't ask. Also, the parents are glossed over in the beginning of the film, especially during the initiation for the witness protection program. According to the book, Terry was concerned about ghosting relatives, particularly one that was going through a divorce, and Rick was brought to tears upon learning he could no longer be a mailman.
Do you like post offices?
I love it.
Oh, I can take you there if you want to see it.
Final thoughts. If this is the point,
It's about being yourself.
I'm certain Our Lips Are Sealed does not make a proper case for it. Did the Sheilas find themselves?
Sorry, Sheila. Sorry, Sheila. Sorry, Sheila. Sorry, Sheila.
No. Are Pete and Avery more than Surfies? Not especially. And Mary-Kate and Ashley as Abby and Maddie were doomed to remain the same. That's the bit. For me, the most unbelievable plot point is the family's decision to leave Australia.
So everything worked out after all. And Mom and Dad were psyched to go home.
You mean back to the twins' old school where they were mobbed by the student body? You mean back to the trailer that you complained about being small, where the twins separated their rooms with a curtain for privacy? Like, the mom can call her friends now, and their dad can become a mailman again. Stay at the inn with a waterfront view. Big mistake. Huge. But remember, this is a pro-US government program propaganda film. Resolving a criminal issue and allowing the Parkers to return home proves the effectiveness of this service. All that being said, I still adore Our Lips Are Sealed today. It's a total romp. A dinkum humdinger that made me happy as Larry, one might say. But what do you think? Is this one of your favorite Mary-Kate and Ashley films? Or do you prefer Passport to Paris or When in Rome? I love reading through your comments, so let me know. If you're interested in more preteen nostalgia, I recommend you check out my Unfabulous Season 1 deep dive. And subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Until next time, wishing you well.
Thanks for playing.